Now that the NFL regular season is in the books, it's a good time to see which 2024 first-round picks passed or failed their initial tests.
Brock Bowers deserves some consideration for the Offensive Rookie of the Year award.
How about we dive into our final grades for all 32 NFL first-round picks of 2024. Number 1, Caleb Williams, A. 2024 was another letdown of a year in Windy City, but there is one positive for Bears fans to take away. This team finally has a franchise quarterback to build around. Here's hoping that the Bears pick the right head coaches who maximize the talents of Williams in this roster. Number 2, Jaden Daniels, A+. Put Daniels' 2024 campaign on the Mount Rushmore of rookie quarterback seasons. What a phenomenal showing by the LSU product in year 1. Daniels completed 69% of pass attempts for 3,568 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions to go along with 891 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns. He led the Washington Commanders to a 12-5 record, that being their best mark since the 1991 squad that went on to win Super Bowl 26. Like Chicago with Williams, the future is ultra bright for Washington with its young phenom signal caller. Number 3, Drake May, C+. He did pretty darn well on a hapless New England Patriots team that had a horrible offensive line and a weak supporting cast, one whose leading receiver was Hunter Henry with 674 yards. Working under one-and-done head coach Jared Mayo did not help matters either. But nonetheless, May flashed some serious potential by throwing for 2,276 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions in 13 game appearances. Number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr., B+. Harrison Jr.'s ceiling is so high that folks expected him to produce like a superstar right away. Yeah, that didn't happen, but it's hard to complain about a rookie putting up a stat line of 62 catches for 885 yards and 8 touchdowns. Nonetheless, his stat line was eerily similar to Marvin Harrison Sr.'s rookie year, and well, we know how the latter turned out. Number 5, Joe Alt, B. Regarded as one of the best offensive linemen of his era, the second-generation NFLer did not disappoint as a rookie. Alt had his fair share of growing pains, but he mostly held his own for Jim Harbaugh's Los Angeles Chargers. And to think, the kid hasn't even hit his ceiling yet. Number 6, Malik Neighbors, A+. 2024 was another miserable year for New York Giants fans, but hey, at least the 2024 draft class looks ultra promising, being led by LSU product Malik Neighbors. Despite missing 2 games and having to catch passes from Drew Lock and Daniel Jones, Neighbors set the Giants' single-season record for receptions with 109. Number 7, J.C. Latham, C-. The first surprise of the 2024 draft came here when the Tennessee Titans used the number 7 pick on Latham. Per PFF, Latham committed 10 penalties and allowed 7 sacks while finishing with a meh overall grade of 61.8. There is significant room for improvement here. Number 8, Michael Penix Jr., C+. Kirk Cousins' lackluster production over the Atlanta Falcons' first 14 games prompted Raheem Morris to throw the rookie into a tough situation. Penix Jr. was inconsistent in the 3 games that he started, finishing his rookie year with 775 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Number 9, Rome Odunze, C+. Like Marvin Harrison Jr., Odunze's ceiling is so high that it's fair to be a little disappointed with his production. But you know, a final look at the numbers shows that Odunze's rookie year was anything but a disappointment. He still caught 54 passes for 734 yards and 3 touchdowns despite playing third fiddle to DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. Number 10, J.J. McCarthy, incomplete. McCarthy missed his entire rookie year recovering from surgery on a torn meniscus. Sam Darnold had a career year and led the Minnesota Vikings to 14 wins and a surprise playoff berth, setting up the front office for a tough decision. Number 11, Olu Fashanu, C. Fashanu started 7 games for the New York Jets, appearing in all but 2 contests. He played 57% of their offensive snaps in a rotational role, but it's clear that Fashanu has plenty of work ahead if he's the star in this league. Number 12, Bo Nix, A+. Sean Payton was adamant all along that Nix was his guy, and man, yeah, he was not lying. Nix completed 66.3% of pass attempts for 3,775 yards, 29 touchdowns and 12 picks to go along with 430 rushing yards and 4 rushing scores. He led the Broncos to a 10-7 finish and their first playoff berth in 9 years. Number 13, Brock Bowers, A+. The Las Vegas Raiders were totally unwatchable this year, making Bowers' record-setting rookie season all the more impressive. The Georgia product caught 112 passes for 1,194 yards, both rookie single-season records, and 5 touchdowns. Number 14, Talisa Fuaga, C. With Ryan Ramczyk missing the entire 2024 season because of a career-threatening knee injury, Fuaga was thrust into a starting role right away. Sure, there were some flashes, but like his fellow rookie lineman, Fuaga struggled more often than not. Number 15, Laiatu Latu, B+. Latu was among the few bright spots in another lost season for the Indianapolis Colts. The UCLA product finished with 4 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and 5 tackles for a loss. A Latu-DeForest Buckner pass rushing tandem is one reason for Colts fans to be optimistic for 2025. Number 16, Byron Murphy II, D. The Murphy selection was a bit of a surprise since the Seattle Seahawks had more than enough pass rushing depth. Used in a rotational role, Murphy played 49% of Seattle's defensive snaps and had just half a sack. His run defense was especially problematic in year 1, but Seattle's D got much better in the second half under rookie head coach Mike Macdonald, so there is some hope for Murphy to take a big step forward as a sophomore. Number 17, Dallas Turner, C+. The Vikings used Turner in a rotational role as he played just 28% of defensive snaps, but the Alabama product was rock solid in limiting playing time with 3 sacks and 1 interception. There is lots of promise here, and he'll enjoy a much heavier role in 2025. Number 18, Amarius Mims, D-. The Bengals O-line took a big hit when they lost standout veteran Trent Brown after just 3 games. That forced them to play their rookie offensive tackle more than they would have liked, and let's just say that Mims wasn't at all up for the challenge. PFF graded Mims at 57.8 on the year. He committed 4 penalties and allowed as many sacks in 835 offensive snaps. Number 19, Jared Verse, A+. Verse's 4.5 sacks aren't eye-popping, but a deeper dive shows that he was a monster for the Los Angeles Rams. Verse finished with a PFF grade of 86.2, making him their 9th highest rated edge defender. Verse also ranked 6th in ESPN's run-stop win rate among edge rushers at 32%, playing a vital role in the Rams securing the NFC West crown. Number 20, Troy Fautanu, incomplete. The promising offensive tackle out of Washington debuted in Week 2 against the Denver Broncos and looked real solid in his first NFL game. Unfortunately, Fautanu suffered a serious knee injury in an ensuing practice and was ruled out for the year. So, like JJ McCarthy, it's unfair to give a real grade to Fautanu after just 1 year. Number 21, Chop Robinson, A. With Bradley Chubb missing the entire year and Jalen Phillips being limited to 4 games, the Dolphins needed Robinson to step up and produce. And produce he did. Robinson had 6 sacks and 4 pass defenses in a rotational role. All in all, a solid rookie year. Number 22, Quinion Mitchell, A+. Mitchell was instrumental in helping the Eagles finish with the NFL's #1 defense, forming a prolific shutdown tandem with fellow rookie Cooper DeJean. Mitchell had 12 pass breakups and finished as PFF's number 32 graded cornerback at 73.1. You really can't ask for much better from a rookie defensive back. Number 23, Brian Thomas Jr., A+. 2024 was a miserable year for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but that didn't stop Thomas Jr. from putting together a grade A rookie year. Thomas caught 87 passes for 1,282 yards and 10 touchdowns, with the latter 2 marks leading all rookies. Number 24, Terrion Arnold, C-. It was a tough rookie year for the Detroit Lions rookie, to say the least. Pro Football Reference had him down for 660 yards and 4 TDs allowed in coverage, with opposing QBs combining for a 93.7 passer rating when targeting him. Arnold also had a disappointing PFF grade of 51.5, a clear-cut indicator that there's plenty to work on in the offseason. Number 25, Jordan Morgan, C. Unfortunately, the new Green Bay Packer was limited to 6 games because of a shoulder injury that required season-ending surgery. Morgan only saw 186 total snaps on the year, but at least he didn't allow a single sack and only committed 1 penalty. Number 26, Graham Barton, C-. It was a mostly difficult rookie year for the new Tampa Bay Buccaneers center, to say the very least. Barton committed a whopping 13 penalties and finished with a PFF grade of 55.8, ranking just 46th among 64 centers. Number 27, Darius Robinson, D. A calf injury limited Robinson to 6 games in his rookie year with the Arizona Cardinals. Going by what we saw in those games, however, there really wasn't a whole lot to love. Robinson had just 1 sack, no pass breakups, and 0 forced fumbles or takeaways. Number 28, Xavier Worthy, B. Worthy didn't full-on light it up as most folks had hoped, but he answered the bell for a Kansas City Chiefs offense that barely had top wideouts Rashee Rice and Marquise Hollywood Brown this year. Number 29, Tyler Guyton, F. Sorry if this is a bit harsh, but it really was a nightmare rookie year for the Dallas Cowboys offensive tackle in every aspect. PFF graded Guyton at 49.4 on the year, meaning he literally failed as a rookie. Number 30, Nate Wiggins, C+. Wiggins was burned his fair share of times in man-to-man coverage, but he mostly made up for it with great ball-hawking skills and elite run defense. Wiggins had 1 interception, 13 pass breakups, and a forced fumble, and compiled a superb PFF run defense grade of 80.5. Number 31, Ricky Pearsall, B. Pearsall missed the San Francisco 49ers' first 6 games recovering from a shooting and a robbery gone wrong. Thankfully, he avoided significant injuries and returned to the field in Week 7. What a way to start off your career. Pearsall's production was real good for a guy with limited playing time too. In 11 games, he mustered 31 receptions for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. Number 32, Xavier Legette, C. Carolina's new offensive toy had an inconsistent rookie year that left a lot to be desired. He caught just 49 passes for 497 yards and 4 touchdowns. But who do you think was the most impressive NFL rookie of 2024? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.